I was like, oh shit, like that's it. Like that just told me right there, like I'm pregnant. There's no going back. I'm gonna die. My parents are gonna kill me. Both of us, we're gonna die today together. I am just getting over being sick pretty much. I don't know if you can still hear it in my voice because my nose is still pretty plugged. Usually when I get a cold, I don't know if anybody else is like this, but every time I tell somebody this, they're like, what? That's so weird. Usually when I get a cold, I won't have like all the symptoms at once. It goes in order every single time. It's exactly the same. I have a headache and like a fever, and then the next day I'll have a sore throat, and then the next day I have like a really runny nose and sneezing and all that, blowing my nose all freaking night, and then the next day I'll start having a cough, and then my cough will last for a while and then it'll finally go away. I also have both of the dogs in here right now because I don't have anybody to watch them right now. Sorry if you hear like any background noise. They're very loud when they're playing. So today I'm gonna just be getting ready with you guys. I'm gonna be doing my makeup, feel a little bit better because when you're sick, it's just, you gotta do something to help yourself out. My nose is like peeling so much because of how much like I wiped my nose, you know? So just ignore that. If you see like anything down here, it's just my skin peeling. A lot of you guys always request that I talk about like girl topics and like girl talks and stuff like that. So I'm also gonna be talking about that in this video. These past few weeks have been pretty stressful, so I have not been on top of my shit, and then on top of that I was sick. I've been eating like crap. I need to stop and get my shit together. Let me put you guys onto something real quick. This is freaking amazing. If you're somebody who struggles with like your skin feeling like dry and usually it just doesn't look dewy under your makeup and all that stuff, I recommend this. Oh, it's upside down. Oops. This is the Glassy Face Balm. Yeah, it's a skin balm slash primer. I'll have it linked down below for you guys. Seriously, this helps so much, especially right now for my skin. Like, it's been really dry. We'll just add a little bit of concealer under my eyes for these circles of no sleep. Okay, let's get started with the girl talks, shall we? Someone asked, did you ever have a pregnancy scare? Pregnancy scares. I actually did have a pregnancy scare once. It was during high school. I think I was a junior in high school, and I was dating this guy. He was actually older than I was, so he wasn't in high school. I remember I had woken up and I was like super nauseous. This had happened already multiple times, like multiple days. Like, I think it had been like a week or so, but this is like something that's normal for me now. I realize, like, sometimes I wake up feeling nauseous if I don't eat breakfast, or I just drink like a bunch of water without eating anything. I would wake up feeling nauseous, and I had gone to school and I had these two friends at the time. One was a girl, she was like my best friend at the time, and the other one was this guy. It was just like a little trio of us. I remember telling her like all this stuff that was happening, and I remember throughout the day I started having to pee a lot. I don't know why. I was just looking up like all the symptoms of pregnancies, and I remember like having a few of them, and I was like, oh shit, like that's it. Like that just told me right there, like I'm pregnant. There's no going back. I'm gonna die. My parents are gonna kill me. I remember I kept reading off the symptoms, and I was like, oh my god, I have that. Oh my god, I have that. And I started freaking out so much. I didn't even set the rest of my face. See, this is why I can't talk and do my makeup at the same time. So I remember we were waiting in the cafeteria. So it was all three of us just sitting in there. We were all sitting together at a table, and I was talking to them, and I was like freaking out. While I was freaking out, I kept getting up to go to the bathroom because I had to pee so bad, like so many times. So they started freaking out, and I started freaking out even more because they were freaking out. My friend was like, you need to text blank. Like, you need to text my boyfriend at the time. She was like, you need to text him, and you need to tell him to go like buy you a pregnancy test, and like you're gonna have to take it here in school. Because I was literally panicking. Like, I didn't even want to go through the rest of the day without knowing what the hell was going on. So I texted him and I was like, hey, I'm really scared right now. I'm having like all these symptoms, like pregnancy symptoms, and I'm really scared that I actually might be pregnant. And he was like, what? Like, are you serious? We were texting back and forth for a while. I was like, do you think you can go like buy me a pregnancy test? And I remember him like not knowing like what test to get. He's like, does it matter? Like, what kind of test should I get? I was like, it doesn't matter, just like pick one. He decided to bring me the test and stuff after school. So I went the whole day, worried as hell. Finally, the end of the day came. I was so nervous. Why else would I be feeling all this shit randomly? I've never felt everything, all these symptoms at once. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm definitely pregnant. So he gets to the school, it's after school now, and I did not want anybody to know that I was in the bathroom taking a freaking pregnancy test. So obviously, like, we made sure that there was nobody in the bathroom and everything when I was taking it. But anyways, I go outside. He's literally waiting in the car and it's just me and him. So I get in the car and he's like, are you like for real right now? Like, are you serious? You really think that you're pregnant? And I was like, yeah. And this is when it got freaking real. He started crying and I was freaking out even more. He started crying. I started crying because we were not freaking ready for this. We didn't even know like how it had happened. He was like, what are your parents gonna say? And I was like, I don't know, like, we gonna die. Both of us, we're gonna die today together. I remember even like talking to my friend, my best friend at the time, and telling her, I'm gonna just have to hide it from my parents for at least like until like it really starts showing. I'm just gonna wear hoodies. I'm gonna just like, I don't know, I'm gonna figure out a way to just hide it. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. This is the shit that you think when you're scared out of your mind. You're like, no, I can definitely hide that. He gave me the pregnancy test and I was like, okay, like, I'll be back and I'll let you know like what happens, you know? We were both shaking. We were both scared as hell. I'm really glad that he was, you know, he was there for me. Like, he didn't say anything rude. He didn't like make me feel like shit. He didn't like say like, you go get the pregnancy test on your own, girl. Anyways, grab the pregnancy test. I go into the bathroom. My friend's waiting there for me. There's nobody else in the bathroom, so we go into the last stall, which is like the biggest one. Pee on the thing. It says like wait for like 2 minutes or something around there. We're waiting. I'm freaking like so scared. I'm crapping my pants. I'm like, you look at it and you tell me what it says because I cannot. Like, I can't look over there. So after that, the test was ready to be looked at. Obviously, it said I was not pregnant. I was so happy. Me and her were literally like dancing in the stall. I told him, you know, I'm not pregnant. Gotcha. And I know a lot of girls go through that. It's so weird. I don't understand why that happens. Like, I don't understand why sometimes you go through the symptoms of being pregnant, but you're actually not. I literally never had those symptoms ever again after that. Also, I'm gonna be doing a very like pink blushy look because I feel like it goes with the whole being sick type of thing, you know. I want to look sick but kind of cute, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm gonna be going for. I'm gonna take this brush and I'm gonna dip it into some red shadow, and I'm gonna just put this all over my nose and like cheek area. I'm kind of scared because look at that. That's red. That's okay. It's supposed to look intense, you know. Oh, girl, that's okay. We can blend it in. I look like the oh my god, I look like the girl from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the violet girl, but instead I'm turning like into like a strawberry, a watermelon, I don't know. I just look like I got sunburnt and I had like glasses on. We'll try to make it look good, okay? Someone said, would you forgive cheating? I guess this is like a personal thing because everybody has their own like opinions on what they would do and what they wouldn't do. I believe in second chances. After that, like, no. You're gone, like, bye. You had a chance, you messed up again. You don't get a chance and mess it up again, you know what you're doing. Someone said how to keep hair healthy. I don't really like have any tips on like what I do for that, and honestly my hair has not been doing great lately. I used to have very healthy hair, like it was long, it was pretty, and that was when I used to cut my own hair. Like, I literally, all I did was like trim my ends every now and then I decided to go get a haircut and add layers to my hair and all this shit, and now it's not doing so great. I think I just want to keep my hair at like one length and just, you know, let it grow out. I'm just letting it grow out right now so I can just cut off like ends and just, I feel like when I add layers to my hair, like it just looks and feels dead quicker because the layers start from up here, so like the ends of those layers are dead. Then like your hair, you can't just like cut off the ends and have it like be healthy because the ends are like in layers, you know what I mean? A lot of people are asking how to get over somebody, but I feel like I'm probably the worst person to ask that to because I don't know why. Maybe it's just the way that I am, I don't know. It doesn't take me long to get over somebody. I don't know why. Like, I know that sounds kind of bad, but I already like established the reason in my head why me and that person already broke up. I just go over the reasons in my head of why it won't work out. I've never been the type to like hang on to somebody and like not move on from them and like struggle with that. I mean, I understand the feeling of like breaking up with somebody and it feels like shit, and you go through like the whole being sad and thinking about them and thinking about your memories and thinking about all the good times and all that stuff. I understand that, like, of course, like everybody goes through that. I go through that. that's not you like struggling to get over them. That's just normal. You can't get over anybody within a week or a day, you know what I mean? I just tell myself like it's okay to be feeling like this, it's okay to miss this or that or that. I know that that's normal, like that's just the whole process, but it's not normal to stay in that position and not want to move on, you know what I mean? Like you have to want to move on. I guess it depends on the situation too. Let's say that you did nothing wrong and just out of the blue, like your significant other just broke up with you and they just don't want to talk to you ever again, and you don't get like answers or you don't understand like what happened, then that can be a reason that you're not moving on. Like there was no closure there, you know what I mean? It's okay, it's okay. It's okay. I don't know why the freaking people over there always want to light fireworks. Boy, it's not 4th of July no more. Or at the end of the year and you're still lighting freaking fireworks. Anyways, obviously you have to distract yourself. You can't sit in your room by yourself all the time because that's when your thoughts are just gonna come into your head and you're never gonna distract yourself. And of course, time. Just time. You can't expect to like move on from somebody. Sometimes people take longer than others. As long as you are not constantly seeing that person, you're not constantly talking to that person, you're not constantly like seeing their photos on social media, you have to block them. Like that's the only way that you're gonna get over somebody. You just have to block them. Getting over a breakup and getting over a heartbreak are different things. I feel like heartbreak is obviously like 10 times harder. If you guys both broke up, it was like a mutual thing and you guys are like still cool or whatever, it's not going to be as hard. Whereas if someone does something horrible, then that's just gonna hurt a lot more. A heartbreak is just a lot harder and that shit freaking hurts. Somebody else asked, does it hurt bad when you get your period or is it just me? That is the worst time of the month. I can handle it when I take my ibuprofen. Sometimes I don't feel it, so I don't know that I'm supposed to take my ibuprofen until like it just hits me out of nowhere and I'm like, it's over from then. Like nobody crossed me or you're gonna get punched. I remember one time, this was probably the worst experience I've ever had with my period. Like I've never had something hurt this freaking bad physically. Every time I started feeling my cramps, you know, I always, oh, I need my ibuprofen, so I always take it. So I didn't really know like how it would feel if I didn't take my ibuprofen. I remember this was when I was still living at my parents' house and I was sitting on the couch and I started getting cramps. And I was like, okay, I need something. But my parents didn't have any ibuprofen at that time. Like, I guess we had ran out. I was just thinking like, okay, like that's fine. Like I can get through it. No big deal. I'll be fine. I don't really have like horrible cramps. Like I'll be fine, you know? And then it started getting worse. And I was like, okay, wow, this really freaking hurts. It got to the point that it hurt so bad that I was throwing up because of how much pain I was having like in my stomach or like down there in that area that it made me literally want to throw up. I was in so much pain that I was just like, no, like somebody needs to go get some ibuprofen right now. Like I am not going through this. And that always makes me think of like girls back in the day that didn't have like any like medication or anything like that. Like how the heck did they do that? I don't understand. Okay, I'm gonna try to like speed this up and then I'll be back because I feel like I'm taking so long looking for like topics and questions that I'm taking a while, so I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Added like a natural transition shade, added some red shadow down here, a little bit more red right here, and then red on my lips. A little bit more red here. So now that I look like a little clown or whatever, I'm gonna add some inner corner highlight before I put on my eyelashes. And I also added a little bit of freckles. I'm gonna use this to draw a little red heart right there. So I'm gonna take the red eyeshadow and then wish for the best. There we go. Oh my gosh, do you guys see that? It's so cute. I love it. I'm just gonna keep going over it until it gets like as pigmented as I want it to be. Someone asked if you're freshly talking to a new guy and his text responses are 5 hours. Stay or pass? Pass. I don't got time for that. Sorry if my eyes like get watery and stuff. It's literally because I feel like I have to sneeze. So just ignore that. But yeah, no, I hate when people respond late, no matter who it is, especially if it's like all the time and they don't say like, hey, sorry, I'm busy, like I'm doing something, sorry if like that's why I'm responding. so late or something. Like if they don't say anything and just every single time you text them they take forever to reply, I'm not gonna keep talking to them. Like there would be no point in that. I would not. I think I'm almost done. I have to add my lashes. Ooh, how to deal with a guy who won't accept being friend zoned. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I think because I watch so many like creepy things, documentaries of people being stalked by like a guy or a girl, and like if you're nice to them they feel like you're literally like in love with them. But I don't know, I'm probably like taking it to a whole nother level. I don't think I've ever been in that situation. I would just stop talking to them. As a woman, do you feel obligated to do your hair or makeup to be normal? No, not anymore, but I feel like I used to. In high school, I did my, hold on. Give me a second here. Now, like I don't really mind. I can, if I don't have time to get ready and I have to go, you know, run errands or something, like, oh well, I'll just leave my house with my hair in a bun and my makeup like not done. But in high school, I don't know why, I just felt the need that I had to get ready all the time. I don't know, like I would see girls all the time just like coming in their pajamas with the blanket wrapped around them. I never just thought to myself like, oh, today I'm just gonna get out of bed and head to school without getting ready. Thinking back now, it was kind of such a waste of time. For me specifically, I feel like it was such a waste of time. I would literally wake up 2 hours before school, which means I would have to wake up at like 5 in the morning just to be able to do full face of makeup, lashes, everything, hair done, everything, every single day. That's ridiculous. Like thinking back on it, I'm like, how did I do that? Like I remember girls asking me all the time, like, how are you always ready? How do you have so much time to like do this and that? And I always thought that, it's just, I just wake up early, like it's no big deal. Mascara. I don't really like doing mascara on my bottom lashes. I don't know, is anybody else like that? I just feel like my bottom eyelashes are so long that every time that I do them, it just looks kind of creepy, like some spider lashes or something. Okay, and we're done though. My hair is still soaking wet. This is not a Halloween look, by the way. This is just me messing with makeup. I don't even know what this could be. I don't know, like Frosty the Snowman. Done now. I'm gonna go do my hair. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, for sitting here listening to me talk. If you guys want me to do any more girl talk videos or anything, leave any topics or anything down below and I'll probably talk about them in my next Get Ready With Me. Love you guys and I'll see you guys in my next video.